So a quick update on our Any Game giveaway, which is exactly what it says. Any game you want, AAA, brand new, just tell us if you win, what you would like, and then we'll have it sent directly to you. So please enter, and remember this is just for our YouTube subscribers, and if you follow us on Twitch or you follow us on Instagram, you have a greater chance of winning. So if you're watching this on Instagram, the link is in our profile, and if you're on YouTube, the link is below. So good luck and enter today. So they're finally here, as you can see. I've been waiting for about a month now. The official release date for the Elgato Wave 3 microphones was the 14th of June, and that's when Amazon said they were going to deliver it. They've changed their minds 3 times now, and they're still out of stock on Amazon and the Elgato website. But a month later, the Wave 3 is turned up, and the pop filter and the shock mount. And I can't wait to test them out on this video for you. So why, when I've got a Rode NT USB, which is about £150 microphone, would I go out and buy the Elgato Wave 3 £160 microphone? Is it because I've got lots of other Elgato stuff and I just wanted the set? Well, no. The main reason I wanted this microphone and what we're going to be testing today is the Clipguard. And what Clipguard is it stops this happening when you get that distortion when you speak too loud into the microphone, and it goes really hazy and it sounds very unprofessional. And fiddling with the microphone, so with an OBS, if I turn up the sensitivity, you're probably going to get some clip guarding right now. And what the microphone is supposed to do with the Elgato Wave 3 is it has 2 recording channels. It listens to what I'm saying, your audio, at a very quiet level, and it also has the regular volume. And if it detects some clipping, it switches automatically to the lower level, so you should get none of that distortion. And that's what I'm going to put to the test today. Anyway, let's get into the unboxing. With the microphone, you get a stand, but there are some optional extras which I also ordered. So we've got the shock mount, which is about £40 on Amazon. And we also have the pop filter, which is £30 on Amazon. So if you want these additional add-ons, it's going to cost you another £70 on top of the £160 for the actual Wave 3 microphone. Now, if you want to save a bit of money, and we'll go through this in a bit more detail, there is a slightly cheaper microphone called the Wave 1 that doesn't have all the bells and whistles of the Wave 3. And that might allow you to, spread your budget a little further and get some of the add-ons instead of spending the extra £30. But for me, I definitely wanted all the additional controls that come with the Wave 3. Now, I'm going to try and unbox these and then get the microphone onto this arm so it's the same distance away, and compare that with the Rode mic. And I'm really excited. So I'm going to try and get into these boxes without wrecking them completely. And let's see what happens. So as I'm doing this, what I'll do is I'll tell you a bit about the Wave 1 microphone and the Wave 3. Now, these microphones are designed for streamers. That's their focus. A lot of these microphones are designed for people doing podcasts or musicians. And what Elgato's tried to do is include all the different features that a streamer would want. And with that, you've got things like a really quick capacitive touch mute button. So if you're in the middle of a stream and somebody shouts for you, you can tap on the microphone and mute it. The other side of things is it's got a control knob, so you can actually control exactly what your stream is hearing and also what you're hearing. And that's done through some of the Wave Link software, which we'll also demo today in the video. Now, I'm currently not using a shock mount for the Rode mic. I don't actually know if you really need a shock mount. I mean, I don't really hit the microphone very often, and when I do, I don't know, I'll listen to that back to see if there's quite a loud noise. Even if I hit the microphone, I'm not sure there's that much distortion. I actually have a pop filter already on the Rode mic, so that's why I did get a pop filter for the new Wave 3. But again, it all depends on how close to the microphone you get. Typically, the rule of thumb I use is 2 fists. So 2 fists away from the microphone is usually a good rule of thumb when you're actually recording with this type of microphone. So here we have the shock mount. It's quite nice. Got good weight on it, metal. And I'm going to see how this fits onto my arm. Next up is the pop filter, which is to stop you when you're getting very close to the microphone. Well, it's literally just spitting into the microphone so you don't get all the extra emphasis when your lips are too close, and it just smooths out the airflow into the actual microphone itself. It is optional. It definitely isn't something that you really need to get. It all depends on the type of work you're doing. If you're doing singing or you're used to having the microphone extremely close to your mouth, then I do recommend it. I use one on the Rode mic, but again, they do have kind of pop filters built in to these microphones, but having an extra shield guard just makes that audio just a little bit more professional and a bit more crisp. And there's nothing worse than listening it back to quite a long podcast or a long video and just hearing all the sounds that you might have made without a pop guard in front of the mic. It's such a weird video to make. All these strange noises I've got to make my point. Quite simple packaging. Feels like black recyclable cardboard. Oh, it is all recyclable, which is quite good. This feels recyclable as well. Oh, it is. Yep, so there's no plastic in the packaging, which is really good, apart from this little packet here. But it feels like that compostable plastic. Oh, what does it say in the bottom? Environmentally friendly. Looks like plastic that's 100% biodegradable. Yeah, so what Elgato's done is they've updated their packaging so that everything is recyclable or biodegradable. So good on you, Elgato, or Corsair. And there we go. And there we have the pop filter. Quite simple, piece of plastic. Don't think this is metal. Yeah, this is quite plasticky. Obviously you've got the metal gauze, but everything else is plastic. Okay, so let's see how we can combine these two once we've unboxed the actual Wave 3. So there we have. This is the Wave 3 box. Standard Elgato packaging, hopefully all recyclable material again. And one of the things you'll notice straight away, if you're comparing the Wave 3 and the Wave 1, is the little knob at the front. So they both have a knob, but one is just for volume, and on the Wave 3 it can control the volume, the mixing between headset and microphone, and also I think it's the gain. They're calling it a multifunctional control dial. Finally got it open. Okay, right. Let's see what's in the box. Next we've got a little box. Let's find out what's in here. So this is a USB Type-C to USB Type-A. A converter. So this is a thread converter to put it on an arm, so you can get this focused. There we go. And then we get to the main event, the actual microphone itself. Anything else? Oh. Some more biodegradable material that feels like plastic but isn't plastic. The base has got a very nice weight. Microphone feels quite light. There we have the Elgato Wave 3. Now, one of the reasons why I do recommend an arm, and another reason why they do actually sell £10 extension rods, is if you put this on your desk. So at the moment, I'm quite relaxed talking into this microphone, but for this mic, well, 2 fists here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 345. So there's quite a bit of distance if you want to lean back between having a desk mounted microphone and obviously one that's on an arm. So depending on what you're going to do, I do recommend getting an arm for this type of microphone. What I'm going to do is I'm going to swap this Rode mic and put on the Wave 3 and then put the Rode mic back on its little stand that it came with so that we can do some comparisons between them. Be right back. So I've got the Wave 3 all set up and I've got the shock mount on and the pop guard, and I've got all the gains, hopefully you can see in OBS, they're all turned up to maximum. And I've got the clipping guard turned on. So if you go into Wave Link and you go to the drop down, you can see I've got Clipguard enabled and enhanced low filter, that's turned off. And this has got the gain all the way up to the top. And again in OBS, I've got the same thing. I've got the Wave 3 link all the way to maximum. And from the Rode mic, I've got also that up to maximum, but that's muted right now. So if I start getting rather excited and just counts really loud, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's obviously on the Wave Link. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the Rode mic, so it's about the same distance away, mute the Wave 3, and move over to the Rode NT USB. So this is the Rode mic, and I'll just do the same test. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, just to show everybody else what's going on, I do have in filters within OBS, I've got the default suppression level for noise, so you can't hear the fans of the computer, and noise gate again on the default. Now, if I go into filters on the Wave Link, I also have noise gate and noise suppression also set to exactly the same levels. That's the only thing I've turned on, so it's all consistent. So I'll do this again starting on the NT. So I'm going to go quite close to the pop filter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or just shout, "Oh no!" or "I'm dead!" and see what that does. And then I'll move back to the Wave 3. And, "Oh God, help! Get to the bass. 1, 2, and then talk normally as well." So hopefully you can hear the difference. I'm going to listen to it back now and see what it sounded like. So having everything on full gain, wow, you could definitely hear how echoey this room is. I've turned down the gain to something I would usually do, and I'm about 2 fists away from the Wave 3, and this is what we're listening to right now. I quite like the sound of the Wave 3, and I've always liked the sound of the NT USB. I still think the USB sounds really good, but again, if you get excited or you move in a bit close, you can't expect the NT USB mic to automatically change the gain. You can fiddle around with filters and compressor filters in OBS so that it does what the clipping guard does, but I don't think OBS works anywhere near as well as what Wave Link has introduced with Clipguard on the Wave 3. So it's up to you, your personal preference on which mic sounded better, but this test was just to demonstrate how Clipguard means that if you move too close to the microphone or you get really excited while you're streaming and gaming, you don't have to worry about the distortions that come from clipping. Anyway, hopefully that was a useful test and demonstrates some of the differences between the Wave 3 and the Rode NT USB microphone. I'm going to do a bit of a tour around the Wave Link software. And what we can see at the moment is lots of different inputs coming into Wave Link. You've got the microphone that I'm talking to right now, and I've got the headphone volume right down so I can't hear what I'm saying. And this is the stream. So anything that's got the volume up on the stream and coming into the stream mix is going into OBS and should be recorded, and this is what you're hearing on the video right now. Now, I've got my Rode mic over here, and everything's muted, so that shouldn't be going through to you guys, and I think it's also muted in OBS. And I've got music. Now, I've linked Spotify to this input. So everything you're seeing on the levels here is music playing in Spotify, and you can't hear anything, but I can hear it right now in these headphones. And that's because this is a headphone volume mixer. I can change the volume of the music I'm listening to You can't hear anything. Now, if I bring up this volume, in theory, you should hear the music. And obviously you still can hear me. And if I don't want to listen to the music and it's just for the stream, or I want to listen to different music, so right now we're listening to Stream Beats, which is a royalty-free music produced by Harris Heller, the Stream Doctor. So I'm listening to that and you're listening to it at the moment. I can turn that off for me, so I can't hear it, but you still can. But I don't know if the volume is right for you guys at the moment. I have no idea. And unless I'll actually play back the video, or I go, if I'm streaming live in Twitch or YouTube, I'd have to go onto a device and listen to the stream. And it's so frustrating to have to log in and find out if the volume is correct, or I have to ask people in the stream, is the music too loud? Can you hear me or not? But with Wave Link, I can just click this button over here. So if I switch between this pitch of an ear, this one, I can now hear everything that you can hear. That's so off-putting because I can hear myself now. So what I can do is switch back to headphones, and then I don't have to hear the music and don't have to hear my voice. But again, I can just jump quickly back into the stream to see how loud the music is. Okay. You can still hear myself. Pretty good. And that feature is just so amazing. It's such a simple thing, but I've never been able to work out how to do that, how to listen to what is going into the stream, and then switch back to obviously just listening to whatever I want. So I could send game music out into the stream and be listening to, an album that I really like. So let's listen to Fall Out Boy, but I don't want to broadcast Fall Out Boy because you'll get a takedown request for copyright infringement. So Wave Link has, I think it's up to about 9 inputs you can do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, any application you're running on the computer that's doing audio, you can decide, does it come into your headphones or your speakers, or does it go out into the stream? And this is so super powerful. And this is another reason that I decided that I wanted to change my mic from the Rode mic to the Wave 3. You also get this piece of software with the Wave 1 as well. So it's not just about the microphone, it's also the software that Elgato brought out. It's still a version 1, so there are some things that I'd like better. I mean, I can't even work out how to make the screen bigger. You can't maximize it, you can't stretch it out. And I was trying to work out how to, swap the positioning around, and that doesn't seem to do that. But I really do like all the features, and it works on a Mac and a PC. I am on a Mac at the moment, but I am logged into Windows using Windows Boot Camp, and it's really, really powerful. It's really good, and I've just installed it, so I'm still getting to the grips with it. I haven't even worked out how it integrates with Stream Deck. So the Stream Deck XL I use for switching scenes and everything in OBS, everything's integrated because it's all Elgato, so I should be able to control everything that you can see in this interface just with the Stream Deck down here as well. So I look forward to setting that up, and maybe I'll do another video if people are interested in that. So far, I'm really, really pleased with this purchase. I was really, really pleased when it turned up eventually. And I think the only issue really now is if you like this video and you want to get this microphone, it's going to be really hard to find. So good luck. So final thoughts pretty much are, well, leave a comment. Work out if you want me to answer any other questions. Ask me anything in our Discord server, and don't forget to subscribe and follow us on Instagram to enter into our any game giveaway, which literally means that it's any game, pretty much a new game that's available on Amazon in your local Amazon shop. If you win, you tell us the game you want, we'll purchase it and have it delivered to you. That's as simple as that. So click on the link in our profile on Instagram, or if you're watching this on YouTube, then the link will be down below, and links to all the hardware we're using, affiliate links, are down in the description below if you're watching on YouTube. So click on those links if you want to purchase any of the gear that we use or show in our videos. Anyway, thanks for watching.